So, part of me wants to try to make this lighthearted by starting with some kind of joke or whatever, like I like to do once in a while. But due to the nature of this, we have to keep it real here, folks. So, if you guys, you probably know the history that I have with this company up to this point, but the reason I'm making this video is because there's another update that really should raise an eyebrow. If you guys know my history, you know MarkScan Enforcement. They got my channels taken down in April 2020. Had to start over. But then you get to last month, and that's where things kicked up again. Because instead of going after me on YouTube, they start going after me on Twitter. I'm not even kidding. So let me go through, because I want to bring up to when this all started. This was December 8th, 2024. And by this point, it had been a month or two after I uploaded a video clip of me unlocking the Shiny Meloetta from the Pokemon mobile home app. And MarkScan Enforcement gave a strike there, saying that it was on behalf of a company known as AFK Creators. And they say, based on the information, it's saying it comes from Universal Music Group, like the sound recordings. So I just shrugged my shoulders and like, alright, I'm probably not going to bother trying getting to that. Then the second strike kicked in 2 days later on the morning of December 10th. I remember I was at home early from work, and this is where everything started to really get weird. So, that morning, just 2 days prior on the morning of the 8th, after I went to the local wrestling show that happened in my home state here, known as Pure Pro Wrestling, I posted a still image and a small video clip that I recorded with my own camera equipment and everything from the show, just very brief little tiny things in one tweet. And the caption of the tweet says, "My spinner belt isn't up for exchange with a trophy, and it seems like Barney Claus wants to talk smack to the champ." Interesting. MarkScan Enforcement saw that, took both images and the image and video down within that tweet, and in their email they say, "I am writing to you on behalf of my client, Pure Pro Wrestling LLC," and it's got the URL there in the DMCA takedown notice. So they're saying here that MarkScan Enforcement has Pure Pro Wrestling as their client. Now, from my general understanding, you have to have a letter of authorization to solidify that an anti-piracy company has the legal right to act on behalf of another company to file these takedowns. So I did two things. I contacted the owner of Pure Pro Wrestling. His wrestling name is Xavier Justice. I'm not going to give out his real name because I just refer to it. Everybody in the business says their wrestling names. I feel that's a better thing to do. I reached out to him, and I also did a Google search. After talking to him and showing my emails, screenshots, and everything, and asking him stuff, he doesn't know who MarkScan Enforcement is. He's never heard of them before, and has no idea how exactly they're allowed to file takedowns on behalf of him or his company. So this company's claiming that Pure Pro Wrestling is a client of theirs, but if that was true, I'm pretty damn sure that the company owner would know who this company is by now, because everything would have to go through him. But I asked him personally, and I've known Xavier Justice for the last, 8-9 years now, since 2016, 2017? So it's I've always known him to be an upfront, classy, professional, honest man. So he tells me something, I'm going to be inclined to believe him compared to this third-party company that's been causing myself and many other people issues over the years. But I asked him that, and it was raising an eyebrow. It's weird. Then that night, I got another takedown notice. Because the tweet in question was me adding wrestle clips, saying, "Sure, why not?" in the quote of the tweet, because he was asking who has that one Shawn Michaels video, so I included a clip of Shawn Michaels in WWE, and that got taken down by MarkScan Enforcement, and their message was the exact same message. Copy-paste. The only difference was the URL of the video they were going after. Because they once again claim it's on behalf of Pure Pro Wrestling, even though WWE and their content and everything like that does not violate the copyright of Pure Pro Wrestling, who, as I've stated before, is not a client of yours. Because again, I talked to the owner of Pure Pro Wrestling, and I've recently been looking through Google searches and everything to try to find a letter of authorization to prove that there's this working agreement, and I have still not found one to this day. I'm not even exaggerating. I've got video evidence of this on my Zuniga's Man channel if you want to see that. But I've looked it up, and there is absolutely nothing. Because if you guys have a letter of authorization, you'll be able to find it through a Google search while also including your website URL to find this letter of authorization. I even found a letter of authorization for something that was signed as of early January 2025. So it's like, if something like that for another company in January 2025 could be signed and made public on their website through Google search, I'm pretty sure one for Pure Pro Wrestling would also be easily available, and I have not found it no matter how many times I went through searching. But the fact that they claim Pure Pro Wrestling's copyright is being violated by a WWE clip that I posted over a year prior, that raised my eyebrows, and I filed an appeal. Because I was like, hey, this is a clear misidentification on your guys' part. And on Christmas Eve, yes, the very same day, like, very Christmas Eve, at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I was given a Twitter update or email notification saying, we're writing to let you know we've ceased withholding the material located at, and gave the link to the URL of that exact tweet just mentioned. So after 2 weeks, the appeal went through, because according to the law, when you file an appeal to a copyright notice, if the copyright owner, like the person that filed the takedown notice, honestly believes that you committed copyright infringement, they have 10 to 14 business days to reply with legal action. And MarkScan Enforcement, they operate on pretty much a daily basis. And after 2 weeks, no response, so the claim got lifted. So that was 8:20 on Christmas Eve. And then at 9:56, that same night, so almost an hour, 40 minutes later, I get another takedown. This was earlier on December 7th, and I still have this tweet up because I made sure not to delete this one. Caption saying, 24th show in 8 years, it's the thing that keeps me going. The tweet in question was me taking an image of the ring almost 5:45 in the afternoon. Okay? Around 5:45-ish in the afternoon. So this was like at least 15 minutes before the pre-show even happened. I took a picture of the ring, shared it on social media. I mean, a lot of people do that. You go to, like, spend time with your family in a big social event, you go to a concert or a sporting event, you take a picture, share it on social media to share what you're doing and your enjoyment. And I did that before the show, but MarkScan Enforcement, once again, claimed that I was infringing Pure Pro Wrestling's copyright here, saying the visual/image rights regarding Pure Pro Wrestling's first match competition, quote, the competitions, are being violated here. Even though I've clearly disputed this, because, like, I also filed an appeal to this one saying, hey, there's nothing going on in the ring. Because, like I said, the pre-show happened after 6. The timing of the tweet, which is still up to this day, was at 5:45, so nothing was even going on. You could see in the image yourself, and after 2 weeks, on January 7th, 2025, that got reversed. So another instance of weird choices there for their takedowns and all that stuff. And now we get to this recent one as to why I am making this video. January 30th, 2025. I got another strike. That is now 5 Twitter strikes in the course of a month and a half by MarkScan Enforcement. Now, the tweet in question was made a day prior. Alright? The morning of January 29th, I posted a small clip of that RKO that Randy Orton did to Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 31, and I did a little bit of audio editing to remove the commentary from there to see how it sounded and to share it. I also shared it elsewhere, but it's like, this tweet pretty much went nowhere. I don't think it got many views, did not get any engagement or anything, so I thought nothing of it. Then, January 30th, just before 4 o'clock in the afternoon, takedown. Again. And in here, it says, once again, I am writing to you on behalf of my client, Pure Pro Wrestling, with the URL in there again. For the second time now, in 5 strikes, they are claiming that a WWE clip that I posted on Twitter violates Pure Pro Wrestling's copyright. When, once again, Pure Pro Wrestling and World Wrestling Entertainment have nothing to do with each other. Pure Pro Wrestling's been around since the early to mid-2000s. WWE has gone all the way back to, like, what, the 1960s? Back when it was, like, the Capital Wrestling Corporation before it kept rebranding and stuff like that, eventually to WWE. So it's like WWE is a bigger company compared to World Wrestling, or Pure Pro Wrestling, and that's not a knock, that's an obvious fact there. Pure Pro Wrestling's Michigan-based, and World Wrestling Entertainment, they travel around the world. But they are once again claiming Pure Pro Wrestling match footage is in the tweet. Which, once again, no, wrong company. And I've filed an appeal for this one too. But the weird thing is, with every single strike, they pretty much copy and paste mostly, like 3 of the 4 Pure Pro Wrestling claim strikes was pretty much copy and paste of the main body of the DMCA takedown notice. The only difference being the URL of the video being taken, or the content being taken down, and whatever email address they give me to contact them about this stuff. And as I'm recording this video, this is on the morning of January 31st, I have now sent them 8 emails. Since this all began on December 8th, and I have not received even 1 email back. Not even 1! Okay, this is absolutely preposterous, because you look at the 4th strike, again, like I said, less than 2 hours, like an hour and a half to 2 hours after the previous strike got cleared, and all of a sudden they file a new one. And then this most recent one, not even like a day and a half after I make a tweet involving a WWE clip, they suddenly have an issue and take that down. And even says here in the DMCA takedown notice, they say, through our monitor program, we've become aware that you are displaying and are offering the Pure Pro Wrestling copyright protected audiovisual content through the following URLs. But there are 2 problems here. 1, not Pure Pro Wrestling. And 2, through your monitor program? Let me translate that for you guys. Y'all at MarkScan Enforcement are stalking me. Because you cannot claim that it's some kind of automated thing that found the video because, A, misidentification, and 2, if this was the case of me because I uploaded a WWE clip to my personal Twitter account, then why isn't anybody else on Twitter who uploads WWE content like pretty much on a daily basis or almost every day getting hit with these same problems? Because, I mean, you have other people who upload past content from WWE or even recent stuff. Like, some of them, I even follow some accounts that are uploading WWE content daily, sometimes multiple videos a day. They could be small clips, maybe a minute or 2. But you got other people that do this stuff too, and they're not having any takedown notices from MarkScan Enforcement claiming, oh, it's on behalf of Pure Pro Wrestling. Just me! So it's just like, I'm looking at this, and this is very, very suspicious. Because like I said, I filed another appeal because, again, you guys claim it's Pure Pro Wrestling's copyright, but it's not. It's WWE. And to this one, I even personally reached out to that email address that they gave here in this email. And I finally snapped and put a bunch of swear words in here. In fact, I don't care if I have to put this video as not being advertiser friendly, but I'm going to be straightforward with what I say here. Alright, I've got 2 emails. I'm going to read the first one first, and then I'll quickly go through the second one, because this one is the one that I made in response to that tweet, or the takedown. I said, email me back now. I put the person's name in the beginning of this email, like who was going through this, saying, you and I need to have a talk about your organization's false CMCA takedown notices that have been aimed at my Twitter/X account. Your statements keep stating that Pure Pro Wrestling is a client of yours, yet you've never provided a letter of authorization to validate that claim. I've also personally spoken to the owner of Pure Pro Wrestling himself, and he doesn't know about the existence of your company, so your claim that Pure Pro Wrestling being a client of MarkScan is completely untrue. And now you're filing even more false DMCA takedown notices on my account on content that doesn't even belong to Pure Pro Wrestling, and I know that you're referring to the one in my home state of Michigan, as your DMCA takedown notice includes the URL to the Pure Pro Wrestling website. At this point, you're fucking harassing me for no reason. You can't single me out for posting WWE content and claim it's violating Pure Pro Wrestling's copyright, since neither company is affiliated with each other. You're filing takedowns that are clear misidentifications, you're just trying to get my account removed. You can't just single out one user on a platform while leaving others alone because it's completely hypocritical to do so. Let's not forget your company is known for filing constant false DMCA takedown notices in order to cause headaches for users online. I'm not the only person on Twitter that posts video clips online, so to single myself out and ignore everyone else that ever does so is completely immoral. Leave me the goddamn fuck alone, you scam artists. And that's exactly what I said in the tweet. In fact, I know there's another user here over on Twitter that's actually filed a lawsuit against MarkScan Enforcement because they lost their YouTube channel. And because, once again, MarkScan Enforcement doesn't answer emails for some reason, he's deciding to take action. In fact, let me quickly mention his name here because he has made it public that he's filed a lawsuit. Noah Morris. Okay, he mentioned last month that he is filing a lawsuit, and he has done so. In fact, I've also DM'd him about this because I know he is dealing with this headache too, and he's finally taking action. But I've sent that email, still no response, and then I sent one more email as of the morning of January 30th. The header saying, I need to talk to, and then the person, the COO of MarkScan Enforcement, saying, my Twitter account has been targeted with false DMCA takedown notices through this person, who claims that 4 of my 5 posts that were removed since December 8th violate Pure Pro Wrestling's copyright. I've personally spoken to the owner of Pure Pro Wrestling, and he is completely unaware as to who your organization is or how this person is able to file takedowns on behalf of his organization. I've also been unable to locate a letter of authorization to prove that a working relationship exists between your organization and Pure Pro Wrestling, allowing such services to be allowed to occur. I've been trying to email someone about these takedown notices for the last month or so, yet I still haven't heard back even once since all of this began. At this point, the claims being sent my way are being fraudulently filed. This is a serious case of harassment. 2 of the takedowns that were issued against me didn't even contain any content that is owned by Pure Pro Wrestling in the first place, but were owned by World Wrestling Entertainment instead, so something clearly isn't adding up. And again, with some of the stuff, I've even got the video footage of it over my Zuniga's Man channel, and I even did the whole thing through Outlook/Hotmail, where when I file an email, I tell them, hey, give me a delivery and read receipt so I know the status of the email. But then I immediately get a response back saying from Hotmail saying that, hey, we can confirm their email was sent, but we can't confirm if they even got it, let alone if somebody read it. Because I know that I'm not the only person who has a headache of emailing this company and getting no responses back. Like this, I'm baffled. Like, I don't want to hear that this company's got a monitor program where they're trying to find this stuff. No, you guys are stalking my Twitter. Okay? If it was a case of you guys having some kind of Content ID-esque system to find this stuff, you guys would be finding more people that upload WWE content. But instead, you single me out and put a false claim saying it's Pure Pro Wrestling content when it's not. Because again, YouTube's freaking Content ID system I find to be more accurate compared to your guys' system. Because when you upload videos here to YouTube, the video and audio get matched, like, and scanned to everything in their database to see if you're using copyrighted material. But with you guys, you claim it's a monitoring program, but again, you guys are scoping me out. Because like I said, the fact that you guys are going after my account for posting WWE clips once in a while, and claiming Pure Pro Wrestling is bullshit, especially when you don't go after anybody else who uploads WWE content. Because you got, like I said before, you got so many accounts that do this daily with uploading WWE clips and everything, and they're fine. Their accounts are far bigger than mine in terms of like follower counts and getting active engagement and everything. While my account, I hover like around what, 1,800 followers, give or take somewhere in that ballpark. And again, a lot of my tweets don't even get interactions. I don't know if it's not getting pushed out or whatever it is, but it's whatever. But the fact that a tweet that didn't even get any engagement to, like, for it suddenly got hit and found by this company? No. There's no way your system suddenly picked it up and misidentified it through some kind of automated system when a lot of other people upload similar content of WWE's and don't get touched by you guys. So yeah, this became like a lot of a rant, but it's just like, and I know people are tired of this, and trust me, I'm tired of it too, but the fact that I'm getting stalked by this company and they have terrorized so many people, it's sickening. And I know that, like, a lot of you that may be watching this, either you know of this whole situation or maybe you've been affected by them too. Because again, this is absolutely absurd. Because like I said, the fact that they don't reply to emails and they keep doing this shit is absolutely nauseating. How is anything supposed to get resolved at all if they don't reply to emails to talk about this stuff? Because, like, it's extremely rare for anybody to ever hear back from them. Like, it's ridiculous. You guys file takedowns and then don't freaking respond when people want to talk to you guys about this. And there's some people I saw, like, saying on social media that anytime they actually do respond, they're demanding money as compensation for the fact that you posted copyrighted material. Like, I don't understand this company's logic. But anyway, I thought I was done with all this stuff a few fucking weeks ago. But no! They want to freaking come back for no reason. MarkScan Enforcement, if you guys really are legit and you want to counter anything, email me back already, you fuckers! Anyway, let me know down in the comment section below. I apologize for being so angry and profanity laced through all this, but it's just like, I can't help it. When you got a company like this that still keeps going after you, and it's trying to get your social media account taken down, and they're not being communicative, when you reach out to them, it's the worst. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, and good day, everybody.